Yeah, I mean one reason I was thinking that on the first go up is that if we shed them a little, on that middle part, then we have a possibility of shedding, what's her name, their lightest
Yeah.
rider, like over the
Miriam is
top,
the captain.
over the top on the downhill. So that was my only thought there. Like, oh, that's an opportunity where we could, and then like four of us zooming downhill, we could put time into her on that downhill and make it really tough. So anyway.
This is the team we raced Sunday night, right, Ron?
Yes, this is Sunday's team.
So
and
they
I think
had
3
two
riders
riders
are the same.
Yeah, they were the ones pulling us up the hill. Like they're lighter riders. Their women were fast.
Yeah.
And we were just trying to stay with them.
Yeah, they just have the one now, not two of them. So shouldn't be quite as much pressure.
God, this bike is so weird to see in the.
Yeah, look at this thing.
Now that he's rolling, I wonder if we should say something about the bike.
Love the bike.
Beach cruiser.
Okay, so Dustin is already out in front.
Yeah, I'm on Dustin. Nobody else has to come with if you don't want.
Yeah, no, like I said, I think 1-1, and then just keep an eye on what's happening at the back of the pack and see if you can shed one naturally without actually burning all your matches on the first climb.
Yeah. So just it's like halfway where you hit that really steep part. See how we're looking there.
There's a decent amount of like little kickers here that are orange and red.
Yeah, that's true.
10-second efforts, including like when we get to the bottom of this hill and we enter the skyline. That's like 45 seconds to a minute. You can see what happens there.
Okay. I didn't warm up at all, so this is my warm up here.
Yeah, I expect everybody to take it easy until we get the first climb.
Yeah. I forgot all their last name. Okay, so let's see. So Miriam is who?
She's Gershonon.
Oh, Gershon. Okay.
Bryce is Peterson, Nat is Richie, and Dustin is Moberg.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
The way I think I had it, Rick was on Nate or on Richie, and Matt is on Moberg, and then the other two are watching Gershonsauer and Peterson. But of course, once everybody starts pedaling, the paperwork plan goes out the window.
Yeah. So you'll like this, Ron. It's a heat wave kind of way, but today's super windy, and it's all kind of hazy out because we have a lot of bare soil, a lot of ag land around, and then also I can smell smoke in the air too. So it's like some fire whipped up somewhere. I don't know. Yeah. So
anyway. You guys might already have a wildfire. Yeah, here there's no fear of a wildfire. We've got more snow again today.
Yeah.
More
likely than just ag burning.
There was
yeah,
there was a big fire in Nebraska, I heard recently.
Huh. Wow. My dad.
Okay, you guys watch the little roller here.
Oh,
no, I'm too soon. I'm too soon. But yeah, it does hit 3%, I think, or you just did.
Yeah. Let's see. I always get
And then
lost
there's this
in Central
little
Park,
bump.
of course. I never know where I am.
I think you guys got Harlem Hill. You're going to go downhill here pretty quick, and then
Okay.
I think you guys got to hit Harlem.
Yeah, we enter the skyline at the bottom of the hill, and then we don't leave it again.
Okay. Okay, well, here comes a descent. We got Dustin and Pete Bryce up at the front. Actually got 3 of them all at the front. There you go. Nice little pack. And you guys are climbing here in about 300 meters.
Okay, I can see it on the screen now. Good old pink and red.
This is technically not the KOM yet either. You still got 6 minutes to go before the KOM.
Yeah, we just get a little. Let's do a little warm up here.
Yeah, no, this is 500 meters of climbing right here.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
500 meters?
In distance, not
Yeah.
in elevation.
Yeah. Not elevation, no, in flat, in if you were measuring the distance.
So Richie's
Okay,
going
I
out.
see.
Wait, who is Richie? Yeah, that's the watch for.
Yeah, so that's your guy, Rick.
So who's this?
That's Nate, Nat, or Nate.
Okay. It's making me work.
Okay, you guys are at the top of the, just about at the top of this portion. Okay, you have about 500 meters before you kind of start seeing some elevation again. So see if you can tighten this up. You guys do have a little bit of a kicker coming right here. This one's a hard one. Okay, after the corner, that's another kicker, but the last one for a little while. This is the last kicker for a little while.
So these are their two strongest up front, Nat, Richie and Moberg.
Absolutely.
Yep. And that's a little bit stronger than me, 5 minutes. Moberg's a little less than me, 5 minutes. And I think on our team, Dan and Matt have me beat on 5 minutes.
Okay, you guys, a little bit of a descent around this corner, pretty well flat for about 700 meters. And then you will have one more kicker.
Thank you. Thanks, Ron. So the other thing about, halfway up the, where do I got a kicker here? I'll talk after this.
Yeah, it's right here. It's pretty short and it's not super steep, but it does hit a little bit of red. So you're probably going to see 6-7% near here.
Yeah.
9%, 10%.
Yeah, there you go. It is red. Okay, now you got a long descent. It's probably all of 2 kilometers now before you start seeing anything again. And there is a little bit of a riser before the KOM starts.
Yeah.
So you guys have about 2.5 kilometers here to kind of recover and get ready.
Yeah, so the other thing, halfway up the climb, you hit that steep stretch there, the dark red, hard, it gets kind of flattish for a bit. So if you do that in a group, all of a sudden anybody off the end doesn't have draft and they could lose a little bit there before the climbing starts again.
That's a really good point. Make sure we have draft in between, like there's that first calm start, and then when we veer off to the right, there's a second calm start. But on that flat spot, you want to be behind someone.
Yeah, on that flat spot. Fix off, and then so this is very much like steep, and then a total rest, and then steep with really steep halfway through, and then rest again for a ways. But yeah, so just heads up on that first bit that's really steep, but you do get a pretty quick rest.
You're about 1.5 kilometers to that first rise that everybody's talking about, but it's not part of the KOM.
There is a KOM marker, but that's a different one. That's not for the reverse. That's for the
We're doing the reverse, right?
Correct. We're going counterclockwise.
Or are we?
We're veering to the right.
Did I guess the wrong profile? I guess the profile for the regular. Oops.
Or I watched the wrong recon video.
Did I fuck up?
Yeah, I don't know if that super steep part is part of the reverse, right?
Yeah, I'm confused what we're doing.
Well, we'll
Okay,
find
well,
out.
I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, you're about 800 meters away from a kicker that's gonna be all of 250 meters.
Okay.
And it's not part of the reverse KOM, it's the lead into it.
Right.
You have a dip here, you do have to come out of the dip, so yeah, there is that. And now you're 500 meters away from 10%.
Oh, good.
Okay, so this is the kicker, but it's not your KOM. And do expect a steep grade.
Super steep. 15. 14. 12.
It eases off and then kicks up again.
Get some draft.
Okay,
Richie's pushing.
Nat's trying to push it. I'll try to stay with him. Somebody else should try to come with me.
Here's the kicker, and then there's some flat. This is the flat where Matt's talking about possibly using your draft. Okay, it's a short flat. It's long enough for your draft band if you want, or if you have.
We don't have one.
We don't have anything.
Okay, then get ready, because here comes the
rest of it.
climb, and I think it's like pretty consistent 7% for a while. Around this corner, it gets 8, maybe 9, and then back down to 7.
Yeah, Barrett. Stay within yourself there.
Yep.
It's about to ease off, but not much. Maybe 5 to 3% in that range.
Okay. Now. Okay, so yeah, I got the wrong direction. This one has the really steepest part right before the end.
Yeah, going back up, you guys, going back up. Look for 12. Okay, you should see that you're going to level off, and then you should see that it's flashing. That flashing is where it's going to be 12, 13%.
Yeah, that's the brutal part. That's the brutal wall here. You ready?
And then that's it. Get over this section. A little bit more of a dig. It's starting to flatten off, and now the speed's going to pick up significantly. Okay, we do have 1:21 seconds back, and Matt is just caught back up to Nat, and Nat is just about to catch back on. I'm not sure that we're going to split Peterson here, but if we can push through the banner before the descent, we might. What happened to you, Eric? Everything okay?
Sorry, getting water.
Okay.
Push through and drop Peterson here. Push it, Eric.
Good job, Eric. Okay, you guys are 11 meters in front of Peterson.
Okay. I'm not
12,
pushing.
13, 14, 15.
Let's push it, actually.
Push from the back.
I'll about to go
Keep pushing
downhill.
from the back.
Push here till we go downhill.
Peterson's trying to close. He's at 10.
Push here.
He's 30 meters back. You guys are on a flat spot here. He's 20 meters back. Moberg is gone to help Peterson. Maybe not. Peterson seems to be closing the gap, Rick.
You got 12 still. You might be there.
He's back.
Is he back? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can drop him on the next
That's
climb, though.
That's him.
We almost did. It's close.
Hey, let's hopefully we didn't burn any of our matches, though.
Oh, burned a lot.
Okay, you guys. You guys have a little bit of a false flat, maybe 3% for about next 500 meters.
Do you think there's any risk of Gershenson catching back or no?
Yeah.
No.
He's
No
a
way.
minute back.
Lightweight rider. Yeah.
She's a minute back and was only able to hang on for 2/3 of the climb.
Yeah, we don't need to push it at all.
Okay. Yeah, we have vans now, so we should probably, right? Does everyone have a van?
Yeah. Yeah.
We should plan when
And
to use that.
Whoever needs to rest, just tail gun and use the leverage you can in the back.
Just so you guys know, there's some rollers coming. No significant hills. There's 3 big rollers that are coming with long stretches in between.
Okay, here's one coming
Here's the
up.
big one.
So, when do we get our next power up after this?
I don't think you get another power up until the top of the hill.
That's it.
You only get the one power up.
Okay.
You only get the one power up in this course.
Okay. I got a van.
Everybody would have got the van.
Yeah, okay. That's right, it's ladder.
I think you guys may want to try and coordinate something before the last KOM to see if you can actually gap somebody with your draft van. But just know that there's rollers. There's
Right.
rollers coming. I see 3 rollers in front of you.
Okay. Let's wait a little bit. I think everybody's recovering still. How you feeling, Eric?
I'm feeling pretty good. That 15% at the end is really tough, but other than that, I was able to hang.
Yeah. No, you're great. That wasn't a light climb. I was surprised it wasn't more spread out.
I think I like the reverse better than the forward, though, because the forward has that steep section right in the middle.
Yeah. I sent you guys the wrong profile, my bad. Whoops.
I didn't look at it closely enough. Otherwise, I would have corrected you. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I totally. I was
Okay, you guys, falls flat, and then you go down real quick, but you bump right back up again. A little bit farther on this falls flat, not much, but a little bit farther. And then a very quick short descent, and then a very quick kicker.
So the idea somewhere here is that we maybe drop one of them if we can. Catch one of them sleeping a little bit.
Okay, get ready. On that sweeping corner to the right is where you got to power up. Watch yourself, Matt. Okay, you're just about at the top. You're going to go down quickly, then a very, very short little bump, and then it's going to be a gradual descent before the next roller. Just a short bump here. Okay, you guys have a stretch of about 500 meters before you get to the next falls flat.
I think I might save my van for either the flat sections on the climb.
Yeah.
Pick up like 3 kph.
That's a good
But we
idea.
probably can't all do that because somebody's got to be in the front.
Okay, you guys remember there's that flat spot before the actual reverse KOM starts.
Richie, of course.
No. If you guys have time to type out the message, you guys can throw Miriam under the bus because she's the one that picked the dang course.
I'm not good at typing and writing.
No, me either. Here's your false flat. It leads to a bump, and then we got a descent again. And then you have one more, you've got this roller plus one more roller, and then that long stretch before we go back up the climb with the teaser.
So what's this roller looking like? Should we attack on this roller?
It's short. It's this bump right in front of you.
Okay. Want to
My
hit it,
preference is to wait till the end.
Just wait?
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay. Okay.
Let's give it all we got on the last climb.
Yeah. Okay.
We got a numbers advantage and maybe a power advantage.
True.
And I think Richie knows that, so Richie's going to be pushing the pace. Moberg's going to be trying to hold his wheel.
Here they go. A little bit. A little push. Slow push.
Okay.
We're fine. We'll catch them on the downhill.
This is the top of that roller. One more roller. The roller's a little ways away though. So you've got all of this section here, which is mostly a descent.
Yeah, get your rest here. Whoa.
Okay, a drop, and then back to about a 1%, negative 1%.
You know, Ron, I was thinking about the race you just did. To make it even more exciting, it should be on a free route, and you have to know which turns to do. And then there's a motorbike. Then there's a motorbike ahead that occasionally goes off the wrong way.
Yeah.
500 meters to the next roller, you guys. It's that bump you see in front of you.
And there should be team cars for the other riders trying to get by you.
Yeah, right. Just running off the road.
Beep, beep.
You guys got to watch this bump. Yeah, Richie's pushing. All three of them are pushing. Okay, you guys, this is the last recovery. You're about 2 kilometers away from the first red kicker that leads to the start of the KOM. You guys, in 30 seconds, you have that little divot in the road where you drop and then got to punch back up, but it's just super short. Get ready to punch back up.
But Matt, I can try to hold Richie's wheel if he goes, but you should probably try to go with him too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and stay to the front,
Yeah,
but not until the calm starts.
yeah,
I kind of like passing people in the last little bit
right.
instead of trying to hold them off.
Yeah, yeah. As long as there's not a huge gap and you know you have some in reserve, you can always
Yeah,
punch the last bit.
Climbing starts in 30 seconds. If I remember correctly, you guys are going to see 12%, 10, 12%, something like that.
Okay.
It's right around this corner.
Here we go.
This is not the KOM. There's one flat spot at the top of this. He's pushing. Richie's pushing. You guys held his wheel. Nicely done. Slight ease in the grade, but then it kicks right back up again, and then it flattens out. Hey, Richie's on the flat. It's short, and then comes your 7 to 8%. Steady for a bit. Going to start going up to about 9. Just losing contact with the back now. Matt, see what you can do. You're right beside him. Now see if you can't get in front of him. They're using the draft van up at the front right now. And they're putting on the pedals. Eases off just a touch, and then you got your hardest segment coming up. This is the hardest segment right here.
Fuck.
You got this. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You got this. You got this.
Go get him, Rick. You got him. Ah.
Get there. Got Justin.
Enjoy the downhill, you guys. You beat them on their course. You guys got them 29-23.
Eric, way to get up there, man. Awesome ride.
Oh, that was tough.
Keep going, Dan. That banner is all yours. Enjoy the downhill, but keep your pedals moving, you guys. Get the lactate shifted out of those legs. Nicely done. It almost went exactly as planned.
Yeah, I was thinking Justin would be their second rider. So when he passed me, I'm like, oh shit, here comes the other guy. But I guess he was back there a little ways.
Eric, thank you very much for throwing that message up there.
Yeah, great timing. Good job, everyone. Good job, Dan. Double race day. Never easy.
I shifted in the wrong direction on the uphill.
I tried to tighten my shoe going uphill. That was a mistake.
Oh boy.
I almost pulled it off. Like I literally almost pulled the shoe off.
That is such a mean course. The lead-in is one entire climb.
I know.
Yeah, that'd be the end of a ZRL race.
All right, good job, guys.
You too. Good job, guys.
Good
We were
Good
different.
race, guys. That was a fun race to watch.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I was looking for Richie. I was like, my eyes were crossed, climbing on that steep bit. I couldn't see him on the score. Like I was trying to get him focused, see where he was behind me.